Take me away from home, away from
So I'm not too sure what's happened here, why all the forest has died, but it would seem that maybe at some stage they were protected, or this water was protected from coming inland, and then they've almost like they've let a dam break or something, and then obviously the seawater's been able to come in and just kill all the trees off. I'm not too sure. We'll try and find some information about it. I'm not too sure. There's an old derelict building over on the other side just here as we walk over, and the motorway's in front of us here, but I'm going to try and get a composition of dead trees and the old building. So this is definitely one of them places that you need to be up higher to see just how big this plain of trees are. But it's really hard to get a composition because the trees are scattered. They're scattered all over the place. So this could be quite a good park up had it not been for the motorway there and the ramps either end of the bridge. I'm sure it'll quieten down at night, but that will sound like thunder because it's a real deep bass sound. Yeah, but park up along here, no problem whatsoever. Freddie's over in the distance, you'll see him over the other side. Claire's there and Freddie's through the trees. It's quite interesting, you've got what looks like desolate wasteland behind me there, and when I turn my back, ignoring the bridge, you've got a green oasis with two little swans on there. How different. So I've just come for a walk around the other side. To be fair, can't get no composition, can't get anywhere near it, and the light's gone flat. So I'm happy with what I've got today, and now it's time to go and find Claire wherever she is. Maybe she's gone for a walk back to the van. Reuben Marsh is a natural space once stolen from nature in the early 19th century to serve as agricultural land and later as a 100-hectare forest for exploitation to provide wood for domestic heating and to power some of the industries in the area. The Canterbury government, along with experts from the agriculture and fisheries, food and environment, instructed that the man-made embankment be removed in places to allow the sea to reclaim the land. Restored, the wildlife and the ecosystem has flourished. The area is now used to study osprey that have taken up residency here. You'll have to let us know in the comments, guys, what motivates you to get up in the morning, get up and, you know, and get out and about. Obviously for us it's a bit of photography. Do like to explore the old towns, castles, you know, churches. Not too keen on spending money in the towns, but yeah, so photography is a bit of a driver for us. So what's your driver? And you're not allowed to include beer and food.
This area is lovely, but it's a little bit noisy with the bridge and the cars going over it, and there's a railway track that runs just there. So we're going to go in search of a new park up for the night.
So it's been a day of travelling along the coast and stopping off where we can for a bit of photography. Again, guys, we do apologise that we say it all the time, but if you're new to the channel, not everyone's into photography. However, part of AVF is photography. It's what drags us to some of these locations, and this one particular is a big long road bridge. It stretches right across this estuary here. The only issue we've got here is we've left it a little bit late at night, so making a decision whether we're going to stay in the car park up there or go off and find a park up. What night is it tonight? Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Saturday night, party night. Maybe we'll be okay, we'll see. We'll see. The only thing is we've not had dinner or anything yet. And I wanted to do a fry up, and to do a fry up, you know me guys, I like to do it outside. I like to go al fresco. So we'll see.
I'm going to take more pictures of the bridge. And Tony's going to look for a park up for tonight, because I don't think we're supposed to stay here.
Leaving all the good jobs for me. Let's go and see if we can look on the phone and find a park up.
When the morning's standing at your door, brighter than our mornings come before. Don't be late, my dear. Life won't wait, my dear. Don't be late.
Good morning. From another area, Recreativa. Another great location, guys. This is a sound we heard all night. Not bad at all. Again, these are all over Spain, and it was Uncle John that told us about these, to look out for these park ups. We did go to another one up the road there by the beach, but motorhomes weren't allowed to stay. So from the little town with the bridge yesterday, we drove up to here. By the time we got here it was dark, so we didn't do no filming, and we got an early night. It's still early in the morning, and there's evidently just over the other side of this hill is a real interesting village that we're going to have a look around. I can't remember who the architect was. We'll tell you about it when we get there, but yeah, it's quite interesting as we slowly make our way back east towards France. Yep, so another beautiful morning. Have some breakfast, and then we'll get on the road. These park ups are really cool actually. They do, there's bins, there's always bins here. Oh, car passing. Ooh. There's always bins here, and yeah, they're well laid out. And this one again, like the others we've seen, got loads of barbecue areas, picnic benches. Yeah, does annoy me when people leave their stuff though. There's people here last night and they've just left the bloody crisp boxes and bags on the table. Yet there's bins directly behind them. And they're great areas. People need to look after these. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that laziness? They're great areas and always got nice level car parks so far. Even a bag, even a bloody bag here. Put your stuff in a bin. It's not bloody difficult. Yeah, I need to get myself washed, dressed properly, and then we'll get on the road and go and check out this village, hopefully. What's going on in here today then? Oh, I wonder. Oh my God. It's like a bomb's hit it.
It's worse. But I'm clean.
You're clean?
I'm all clean. Very excited. Clean hair. Are you clean?
No. My turn.
Good morning. Well, that was a really peaceful park up. Picnic benches and everything there, and there was some young people there last night, but they were fairly quiet, and yeah, they left by about 10. And yeah, we haven't heard a soul since. I think one car has gone past. That has been it. So we are now on our way to our next destination, where there's a house designed by Gaudi, and we're going to have some breakfast there because we're not particularly hungry this morning. So,
however, if someone said here's a full English breakfast, then I think I'd manage to squeeze it in somewhere.
Oh, suddenly you'd be hungry.
Suddenly I would be hungry, yeah. Suddenly the van seems very big. Potholes. So we arrived at Camus, and it seems as though there's a few motorhomes here parked up. So maybe we'll stay here for the night, we'll see. After a massive drive of the engine didn't even get warm. So here we are, down the beach again. This town, there seems to be some quite a few historic buildings, and obviously Gaudi's famous little house, well, famous for this area, which we'll go and have a look at. Yeah. Just need that sun to come out. We've got promise of a good sun today, and then it'll be nice. Claire's got the kettle on, so we'll go and have a cup of tea first, maybe some porridge, and then we'll get on our way.
So I'm sat here with my cup of tea and doing my finest Robbie Coltrane from Harry Potter impression, my Hagrid. And Tony has learnt how to say, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" in Spanish. And he's about to go and speak to the police just to see if we can park up here. There's several vans parked here, and they've obviously been here overnight. We've seen them sort of opening themselves up in the morning. But the police are going around, and they've said something to somebody, but we don't know what, because obviously it was all in Spanish. And we want to make sure that it's okay, actually, because it's quite a nice place. We think we want to spend the day here wandering around, and it'd be nice if we got a nice flat park up for tonight. And this looks ideal right over the coast. So that is a no from the police. They're very nice about it. They've basically gone round telling all the other vans, you're too big, you're too long, even though it's quiet, too long and too heavy to be in this car park. We accept that. They've told us there's another place where we can park up near a cemetery. And whilst we accept that, the locals do not. There's a rather large motorhome over this way, and they kicked off with the police. He was very, very unhappy about it. That's Tony just coming in. Yeah, the motorhome over there was very, very unhappy about it.
Yeah, so I went up, asked the police very politely what the rules are here, and they're just saying the vans are too big for this particular parking. And what I could ascertain from the Spanish guy over there was kicking off with the policeman. He was saying, but there's no cars here. So as much as we're a little bit longer and heavier than cars, there are no cars here. It's very, very quiet. However, the police have got a job to do, and I don't mind that whatsoever. They give us alternative parking, and they're very, very polite to us.
Yeah, there's a little motorhome that way.
Others are pulling up.
And
we're going to go.
She's very unhappy about it. It appears to have caused some domestics that they can't stay here. There's a lot of shouting going on. Not at the police have gone, but husbands and wives all shouting at each other. We, however, don't really care.
So we've moved the stone's throw from the beach up to the top by the cemetery, and it's beautiful. There's some lovely sculptures that you can see on the outside, so we're going to go and check it out and have a little look.
So cemeteries aren't normally our first choice of places to visit, but we had a look at attractions in this area. So this place is actually recommended for its crypts and its beautiful statues, and so that's why we're going to have a look.
And what I like about churches and cemeteries is that they've not been disturbed too much by modernisation. So the architecture remains in most from when it was originally built. Claire's just told me that's what she'd like. No thrills.
No fuss for me. Simple, understated, but beautiful.
A beautiful place to be laid to rest, that's for sure. Some people might think it's a little bit not morbid or disrespectful walking around a cemetery, but I don't think we do it enough. You know, it's part of life. It's death.
It's a big taboo in our culture, isn't it?
It is a bit of a taboo in our culture. We don't celebrate life. We mourn the ending of a life. But things are changing. I think people aren't that interested in the big funerals and bits and pieces nowadays. Apart from Claire, she wants everything.
Yeah.
I've got to close the mole in London for Claire. I'm going to get buried in Freddie.
I tell you what I do like, that this is an old church, and that rather than, just having people buried on the outside and trying to leave this, that they've used it, they've utilised this space, and it's done quite beautifully actually. It's very different for us having all the tombs stacked. I've seen it in sort of South American places, but I've never, on TV obviously, but never actually seen it done like this.
We're actually still inside the walls of the old church here. You can see the tomb behind me on the floor. So this would have been the interior of the church, but what a good way of, like Claire says, utilising the building. My first impressions are, it looks like a Lego house for Hansel and Gretel, yeah. You alright, hungry?
Starving.
So I'm trying to work out if I like it, or it's a bit Disney. Strange.
It's literally a cave.
Oh, let's go in.
A bit weird.
Oh yeah.
outside from the bells.
I would say the bell boys are under training with that racket.
El Capriccio is just one of the many architectural designs of Antoni Gaudí. His unique style was influenced by his passions in life: architecture, nature and religion. And El Capriccio is certainly a testament to his love of architecture and nature.
Who's he then? Any idea?
This is my mate Gaudí,
Oh, it's Gaudí, is it?
looking at his creation.
Oh.
If you have viewed our previous Spain series, you may remember our trip to Barcelona and another of Gaudí's masterpieces, the Sagrada Familia Church. El Capriccio was built for a wealthy client, Máximo Díaz de Quijano, as a summer residence. It is one of Gaudí's earliest designs and also one of only a few to be found outside of Catalonia. Gaudí also made the most of the natural light available by designing rooms and their position in the house based around their use and how the light would affect them throughout the day.
So it's €7 to get in here per person. It's not massive, but it's still plenty to walk around. And the gardens, you can do it on a good day. On a nice day, you'll be able to walk around the gardens, look at all different plants, different varieties of plants and fauna. It's just the architecture is really interesting. I still don't know whether I like it or hate it.
The vibrant clay tiles of the sunflower and leaf cloak the external walls, whilst further botany images adorn the windows and even the carved wooden ceilings. This is a truly fascinating villa, and anyone with an interest in art, architecture or just something a bit different will absolutely appreciate a day spent here.
Your favourite?
Don't go too fast, I can't.
Just knock the light off it's fixing. This ain't right.
I've gone off Gaudí's house.
You what?
I've gone off Gaudí's house.
So we just left Gaudí's house and we're doing something sensible. It's lunchtime, we're going back to the van, we're going to move the van, then we're going to have lunch and then we can continue to explore without sinking money into a cafe
Really
or
nice.
restaurants.
Yeah, without sinking money into really nice food and chocolates and cakes.
Very pretty historic centre, similar to Sant'Elena. We might be a while going to get our dinner.
Many thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and a comment.
Do you remember when we went to Paris in July?
And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button.
So young and reckless, baby,
So if you'd like to support us, please click the Buy Me a Coffee link in our video description or in our social media bios.
We've been playing his since 4 a.m. and you haven't said a word to me.
And we'll see you on the road
Soon.
Silent treatment, is this what it feels like when